Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Siddharth Nair and you're watching That Car Guy. What if you had to make a choice to buy one car to do it all? Being practical, enough space for the family, a brilliant highway cruiser, economical and ultra prestigious. Well, we have that one car to do it all. We have with us the 2025 Toyota Innova Crysta. A huge thank you and shout out to Kairali Toyota of Kochi for providing me this vehicle for today's video. If you are on the lookout for a new Toyota vehicle, do give these guys a call. They are one of the best Toyota dealerships in Kerala. I'm going to link their number in the video and in the description box below, so do give these guys a call. And now coming to the Innova Crysta, the 2025 model, we have 4 variants on offer, starting from the base model GX, then GX Plus, the VX, and this, the ZX full option variant. This is the top model and finished in this beautiful shade of pearl white. This car looks ultra premium, ultra prestigious. The Innova Crysta is a favorite amongst heads of states, ministers, CEOs. So you know that this car carries a lot of presence wherever it goes. So you do get that amount of respect. When you roll up to a 5-star hotel sitting in the back seat in one of these, you'll get the same amount of head turn and respect in one of these as the guy who has just exited his S-Class. So that is the amount of power and prestige this car holds in the Indian car market sentiment. So a very, very practical car too. This is, like I said, a 7-seater. You can also get it in an 8-seater configuration. And towards the end, I'm going to tell you exactly what it is like to live with an Innova Crysta and whether you should buy it or if it suits your lifestyle. So do keep watching. Things are going to get really, really interesting. Let's start off with the nitty-gritty details. Starting from the headlights, we do have a LED projector headlight, a halogen for the high beam. You do get these 4 LED bulbs for the park light. This is the new front end for the 2025 design, a new grille design similar to the Toyota Hilux. Yes, it has that Hilux front end appeal. If you can see from this angle, it almost looks like a Toyota Hilux. The bumper has been redesigned for the 2025 model. You do get a L-shaped chrome element with fog lights and indicators down below. Coming to the sides, on this ZX full option variant, you do get 17-inch alloy wheels running 215/55 R17 tires with this diamond cut alloy wheel design. And on the lower versions, you do get 16-inch alloy wheels, and on the very, very base variant, you do get steel discs with plastic wheel caps. Just check out how long this car is. Body lines are very crisp, a very clean designed car overall. To the back, we have a spoiler with a high mounted stoplight. You do get defoggers and a wiper in this full option trim. Toyota badging, beautiful taillight design, and you also get parking sensors in the back, 4 in the back, and on this version you get 2 in the front. Let's check out the boot. And I quickly folded up this seat just to show you the amount of space you have, but with all the rows up, you do get 300 liters of boot space that is still here. And after folding this, well, it opens up a lot more space. So a very practical boot area. There is a lot of space, especially with the third row seats. If you're not using them, you could fold them down, and there is a lot of luggage carrying capacity. And you also get a headrest for the middle passenger in the third row. That is pretty unique. And there is a place where you can put it. If you're not using this, there is a dedicated slot, but with this seat up, that is not possible. You also get a lockable place for your wheel jack and stuff. And this car also gets a full-size spare wheel, which is pretty nice. And what does the 2025 Innova Crysta cost? Well, the base model starts at around 19.99 lakhs. And for this, the ZX full option variant, you are going to pay 26.8 lakhs. Those are the ex-showroom prices. And in my opinion, the one to get is the model below this, which is the VX. I'm going to tell you why I prefer the VX and why it would be the most practical and the most perfect choice further down the video. And now driving the Innova Crysta, the 2025 Innova Crysta, it is a large ladron frame MPV. So it has that characteristic, it has that dynamic. It's not like your monocoque new generation crossover SUVs. This is a very purpose-built, very functional, very industrial feeling car to drive. Yes, it is. It is not the most poshest, but it is comfortable for what it is. And why did I say you should get the VX, or why the VX is the pick of the bunch? Well, in the VX you get all of the same goodies. The projector headlights, the LED headlights, you get this beautiful instrument cluster, you get this beautiful ambient lighting on the roof for the middle row. So all of that is taken care of, and it costs 1.5 lakhs to 1.6 lakhs lesser than the full option version. And what do you get extra in the ZX, you might ask? Well, you get leather seats, and let me tell you, the fabric seats from Toyota is just superior to the leather seats. Leaving that aside, what is the Innova Crysta like to drive? Well, the car which we have here, the 2025 model, comes with a 2.4 litre inline 4-cylinder engine, turbocharged of course, making 148 bhp and around 350 Nm of torque. So this car is potent, but it is not outright powerful. This car is linear at best, and that is what an Innova Crysta should be. It should not be outright fast and sports car like. No. This car is very linear. You could climb any mountain even in second or third gear. So there is that low end grunt, there is that torque. And even if you push it to 120, 140, this car feels very stable. It does not feel like the car is losing control. Thanks to the hydraulic steering wheel. Yes, this has an old school hydraulic steering wheel. And that gives the Crysta a slightly heavier steering. Like if I'm making a U-turn, it does require a bit of muscle, but it's not that hard. But once you're out on the highway doing triple-digit speeds, the Innova feels solid, it feels planted. It is a great highway mile muncher. You could take this car on long, ultra long journeys without breaking a sweat, because it feels planted, it feels very composed at highway speeds. And inside the city, the ride is not very thrashy. If you get the 16-inch setup, it's going to be much better. But even with the 17-inch setup, the ride is very damp, it's very well composed. The body roll is there because it's a ladder-on frame car, but it feels okay. And the modes, the power modes, you have 3 modes. Yes, there are only 2 buttons, eco and power, but there is a secret normal mode. It's not secret, it is not shown. If you are in eco mode, if you press it again, all of the modes, like the display changes and nothing is displayed, and that is normal mode. Even if you're in power mode, if you press it again, the power mode display turns off. That is your default normal mode, and that is the mode you should be driving on, like your day-to-day commute inside the city. That is the mode you should be on. Eco mode is too sluggish in my opinion, and if you drive it in eco mode all day long, you might feel that this car is underpowered. Eco mode is best used once you are at a cruising speed on a big 6-lane highway. You have reached your cruising speed of 100 or 80, whatever, and you set your cruise control, switch it into eco mode, and the car is happy because you're not expecting the car to overtake something, or you're not expecting a sudden burst of power. In those circumstances, eco mode works fine. But if you drive it on a day-to-day basis on eco mode, the car will feel underpowered. And power mode is another animal. It totally changes this car. Let's just quickly see. Yeah. Oh wow. Power mode is power mode wakes this car up violently. Like, there is a huge noticeable difference from normal mode to power mode. The car picks up, the low end is much more responsive. You feel the turbo spooling up much sooner. And let's check it out again. We are in power mode. Now the roads are clear. We'll plug it to second gear, third gear, and now we are in power mode at around 40 kilometers per hour, 1,500 RPM, foot flat to the floor. Oh yeah. And instantly we are doing stupid speeds. There is that 1 second, 1.5 second gap, but I kind of really like it. It's dramatic. It adds to the overall ambience. I know I like turbo lag. It is that anticipation of something greater coming. You press power mode again, then all of the modes go. Now you're in default normal mode. Now in the normal mode, the car is very linear. Like I said, it's not very punchy and powerful, nor does it feel underpowered like in the eco mode. So for everyday, day-to-day driving inside the city or even out on the highway, normal mode is your best friend. And talking about the gearbox, this is the one thing which I really miss. It's like missing your old dead grandfather. Like, that is how much I miss the automatic gearbox from the Innova Crysta. Like, that was such a beautiful combination. Such a big car, such a torquey diesel with an automatic. It was a beautiful combination. Toyota sadly does not offer the automatic on the Innova Crysta anymore. It's purely because if the automatic existed, no one would buy the new Innova Hycross. But this gearbox, the manual, is sadly not the most refined. Like, the gears are notchy, the gates, you have to put in a little bit of effort. It is not the most elegant, smoothly shifting. It shifts smoothly, but you do feel that notchiness. Like, yeah, it is not, it feels industrial. Like I said, it has that industrial feel which you do not expect from a car like this, like 20 plus lakhs. You don't expect a gear shifting experience like this. So that is a very big letdown. And talking about fuel mileage, well, out on the real world with this manual, you can squeeze out in the city 11 or 12 maximum in the city, and out on the highway maybe upwards of 14. This is just a brilliant package. It ticks all of the boxes except for the automatic. But if you are not living in a city where there's bumper to bumper traffic, and if you do long highway driving, this manual gets the job done because the clutch is very light. The clutch is as light as any other Toyota sedan. And another reason to buy an Innova Crysta is, of course, the brilliant resale value and the Toyota service network. Like, Toyota has one of the best service networks. Servicing your car is so easy, and like I said in the beginning, the resale value is just top notch. You could buy this for 20 plus lakhs, use it for 5 or 6 years, and hopefully sell it for 20 plus lakhs. That is how good these cars hold their value. And this is the last of the last generation of the Innova Crysta. I don't think after this they are going to make another one. So this is a rare unicorn. Grab them while they're still here, because Toyota, I don't believe they are going to do another diesel Innova ever again. And now sitting inside the Innova Crysta, this is a very, very special feeling, especially in this full option trim. Take a look for yourself. The dashboard layout is very tall, it's very upright, gives you a very commanding view of the road. But everything inside this cabin, especially like I said in this full option trim, feels very, very premium. Let's start off with the key. Now in this version, you do get a smart key access where you just have to keep this in your pocket. Put the car into neutral. There's a push start stop button. Foot on the brake and clutch. Start, and she comes to life. And there is that Innova animation with the Innova Crysta. Although the Innova Crysta shown in that animation is the older generation Innova Crysta. So I think they forgot to update that. And another thing I want to show you is, I'm going to switch this car off again. And check this out. This is so traditional Toyota. If I start the car, the gear lever wobbles. That is just a very classic Toyota DNA thing. So yeah, let's check out the interiors. Starting off with this steering wheel, a lovely 3-spoked steering wheel. The design is fantastic, and on this full option trim you also get leather stitching. But again, like I said in the Fortuner review, this material does not feel like leather. Although it is leather, you can see the stitching. It does not feel like leather. It's not supple. It feels like a plastic steering wheel. What else you get? You get controls on the steering wheel for your center screen, and this screen and this beautiful dial setup with the blue backlighting. It is just so nice. You can see there are those 3D elements, that's crystal kind of a thing. This is only offered on the top 2 variants, I believe. And this is the whole reason to get the VX and upwards. This beautiful dial setup is just lovely with the color screen in the middle. On the lower versions, you get a very basic backlit 2D kind of a design for the instrument cluster, which is very, very basic, and it gives that very base model feel. This feels proper, it feels luxury, it feels old school. Like, it has that classic, very elegant design to it. I know I'm talking too much about a instrument cluster, but these are things I notice. And what else do you get? In this version, you get a touchscreen system similar to the one you find in the Fortuner and the Hilux. A very basic unit. I'm not going to go into too much into this. You do get Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. The system is very basic. You also get a reverse camera. Again, not of the most highest quality, and even on this price bracket, the guidelines are not adaptive, they are static. And you get a very flowy design set of controls for the climate control system, which is really nice. You also get a chrome strip over here, which looks very premium, very posh. And yeah, these buttons don't feel very expensive. It feels very, very cheap. Like, there is a bit of wobble in this. This is not at all a high quality feeling set of knobs. And the switches are okay. These knobs feel very, very, like, it's creaking. I do not like this at all. And coming down, we have the drive mode selector from Eco and Power. So if you press Eco, that is Eco, and if you press Power, it shows Power over there. You can see the green icon over there. But there is no dedicated button for normal mode. If you just press Power mode once again, that badge goes, and now you're in normal mode. So that is how you engage normal mode. This is for your traction control. This is a USB socket and a 12-volt power socket. A huge area to keep phones and stuff. Over here you have a cup holder, and all of these design elements are very nice. It has a very flowy design, a manual handbrake, a huge glove box, leather padded again, and this model, the full option, gets leather seats. And the seats are nice, they are big, so larger people can easily find a comfortable seating position. You have the Crysta script on the seats embossed, very lovely. And you get glove boxes, one on the top and one on the bottom, and the top one is cooled, I believe. The door card design and all is very, very nice, very functional, a very sleek design overall. A very lovely chrome door opener, which is very, very premium. You get piano black elements over here. You get a cloth insert over here, which is really nice. And on the top, yeah, you get hard plastics, but they feel robust. These are Toyota hard plastics, so you know that it's going to last a lifetime. And what else do you get? You get this beautiful wood finish, a lacquered wood veneer finish, which is very, very premium. It feels very expensive. So I do like this. I know it's a bit old school, but I do like that. And I really wish the top portion over here was also in that same wood veneer. It would have just added so much class. And on the full option, the ZX, you also get a choice of colors on the interiors. This car is finished in all black. You can also get a dark brown or a tan finish. And now sitting in the Maharaja seat of the Innova Crysta, the back seats, and especially in this 7-seater configuration, it is super luxurious, super comfortable. I am a big fan of the Innova back seats, especially in these captain chairs. Let's take a quick look what all you get. This, like I said, is finished in all black, and this is the ambient light which I was talking about. There is that subtle blue shade. It really illuminates up at night, giving it a very, very classy, theatrical look. I'm a big fan of that. You also get reading lights over here, and on this version you get trays. For very, very important people, that is an option, and there is one right there. You also get that wood veneer finish over here and over here, which is very lovely to look at. You also get a USB type A port over here, small space for your phone, another 12-volt power socket over there, and you also get that wood veneer trim on the door pads, the chrome door pullers, and automatic up and down even from the back seats. And this seat on this version, the ZX full option, you have an option to adjust the passenger seat from the back. In the lower versions you don't get that, but that is really cool. And check out the space on offer. There is no lack of space, and these seats are captain seats, so you could fold them and find a very comfortable position. Like, this is just ultra premium, ultra luxury. Why would you need anything else? Like this car, like I said, is that one car to do it all, and especially the back seats prove my point. Now, in order to get into the third row, we'll have to slide the seat a bit forward and we can just walk through, which is another great feature of the Innova Crysta and all previous Innovas. And once you're back here, yeah, it's not the most elegant, but once you're back here, this is the amount of knee room I have. The seat is not pushed all the way to the front. It is just in a very medium setting. And check out the space. And this seat will recline also. This is reclined a bit. So there is space back here. Even adults can manage. And the glass area is nice, so you won't feel claustrophobic. And like I said, this is a very practical place. Normally what I do in my Innova is I keep one seat folded up like this and one seat over here, just in case someone extra comes along and wants to use the third row. If you have a chauffeur, let him do the driving. Sit back here, relax and chill. This is such a beautiful space, and the backseat experience is why most of the people who have Maybachs, who have Mercedes, who have BMWs, who have every other car in their garage, they will always have an Innova Crysta lying around. This is the reason why. And that was it. That was my comprehensive review with the Toyota Innova Crysta. What did you think? Would you buy one in 2025? Do let me know by writing down in the comment sections below. Like this video, share this video with your friends and family. And if you're new here, do consider subscribing to my channel. It means a lot to me. We'll catch you pretty soon with another video. Till then, have fun, drive safe, and God bless. Ciao.